Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Ramya Devi, working as Assistant Professor in SNS College of Engineering. Today I'm going to share a small article regarding JavaScript and the concepts behind the JavaScript, the functions and scope, objects and arrays, the event handling and asynchronous JavaScript. So what is a JavaScript? JavaScript is a high-level dynamic programming language which is used for enhancing the user interfaces by enabling an interactive web application and allowing the developers for creating and engaging content. For example, HTML is used for creating a web page, a standard web page, and then CSS is used for give the styling components in it. But the JavaScript, by using it, we can able to develop and enhance the user interface by enabling a small interactive web applications and allows the user for creating and engaging content in the client side. So JavaScript was created by Brendan H. in 1995 during his work of Netscape. So it was originally designed for client-side scripting and it was evolved significantly for supporting server-side development and become a foundational web technology. So embedding the JavaScript in HTML. So how we will embed the JavaScript scripting elements in HTML. So JavaScript can be embedded in HTML through a tag called script. Likewise, the CSS can be embedded inside your HTML through a style tag. Likewise, your JavaScript can be embedded in a HTML through a script tag, which allows dynamic content generation and also event handling, which enhances the overall interactivity of your web page. So how will you manipulate CSS with JavaScript? So JavaScript can directly manipulate CSS properties using the DOM, enabling developers to change the styling dynamically in response to the user actions, which greatly enhance your user experience. And how will you declare the variables and understanding the data types? So like JavaScript can use variables and also it uses the data types like Java. So variables in JavaScript can be declared using the keywords like var, let, and then const, each having its own different scope and mutability features that affect how they can be used in code. And also how the data types can be understood means the JavaScript has various data types which include the primitive data types also like strings and numbers and booleans as well. So the complex data types like objects and arrays can also be used by the JavaScript like Java language. And then the operators are divided into three type of operators. One is arithmetic operators, comparison operators, and logical operators. So the arithmetic operators in JavaScript, which allows for the manipulation of numeric values through operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus, which enables the calculated within the code. And also we'll use comparison operators as in evaluating conditions by comparing two values which returns the Boolean results. So the comparison operators can be equal to, double equal to, triple equal to, and also the exclamatory equal to, greater than, lesser than symbol. And also we'll use logical operators which includes ampersand and which is used for creating a complex Boolean expressions by combining multiple conditions, facilitating your decision making process in the programming language. And also like Java, we'll use conditional statements, looping statements, iterative statements, and break and continue. So conditional statements like for, while, do, and then the looping statements like for, while, and conditional like if, else, and break and continue can be used like for continuing or breaking your looping and conditional statements. And also like Java, we can also define functions in it. So the function declarations and expressions like function declarations define a named function that can be called anywhere in the scope, while function expressions create a function that can be assigned to a variable. And also we'll use arrow functions like arrow functions provide a concise syntax for writing functions in JavaScript. They do not bind their own this, so making them particularly useful in certain contexts or methods or callbacks. So it cannot be used as a simple function. And then Like if we want to develop a simple calculator application showing how the functions can simply complex operation and improve the code clarity. And also like Java, the scope of the variables, like the scope can be globally declared and also locally declared. So the global scope variables are accessible throughout the code, while the local scope variables are limited to the function which they have defined.